Welcome back to Dr. Chimera. That's me. That's what you'd call an amalgamation of creatures, I guess. Not I guess, it is what you call it, but it's not a commonplace word. Anyways, I noticed this before I closed the game last time. It tells us exactly how many things we're missing, so like, I thought we were just missing a few. Nah, we're off by like 10 things. We used hints too. I'm not sure what constitutes a hint. Maybe a replay or even the auto questions that we sometimes get to use. So, there goes going through the game without a hint, I guess. I also forgot this was even an option. I didn't want to use it, but like, since we were ready to skip all this anyways, I'd like to see if it does help with like optional stuff. I'll go right to Claire, I guess, and type hint. Does she know who murdered him? Yeah, that's a really good question, actually. Oh wait, I need to, there we go, overlay boys. That's a word. Murdered. Do you know who murdered Dekker?
I don't know who killed Dr. Dekker, but I imagine that in his line of work he met a lot of unstable people. Perhaps he pushed someone too far.
Was it you? This is the chick that stabbed her husband, if I remember correctly. It's only been a week. Right, well, a fun fact, apparently this feature here was added in through an update. They called it the Broken Keyboard Update. It's probably more so the I can't spell update, but I'm really glad this is here because of how many questions I've asked that just weren't worded correctly, but were basically what was in here. Anyways, I still want to do this like without hints, but I wanted to see if that would even work in the event that I'm stumped trying to progress through the story. So, yeah. That's a one-time Johnson. We're going to continue. Press on, Preston.
Oh, Doctor, glad I caught you. I thought you might want to hear what Ben had to say. Quick catch up?
Who's Ben? Jaya. Oh, my assistant. Jaya. She seems mean, but also like a trustworthy assistant. So let's have some ketchup. This was gonna be a funny joke, but now I don't know how to spell it. So ketchup.
I'd like to help, but I don't know anything about that.
Hey, bullshit. Ketchup is fucking huge in Britain. Maybe even the entire UK, I don't know. Ketchup on fries, that's like, that originated from them. Other places don't put ketchup on the fries. And then, like, you can get ketchup flavored chips, or crisp, as they call them. And, like, yeah, ketchup goes on freaking everything. Common household spice for normal cooking, not just a sauce. Anyways, Miss Jaya, we'll move into our responses tab and say, sup.
Sorry.
Okay, what is it?
I can't answer.
Of course that didn't work. The catch. up.
I'm not sure Ben will be coming in for a while. He's still pretty shook up about finding the body. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often in the line of work he's in. Anyway, he said he found the body at exactly 20 minutes past 10. For some reason, the first thing he did was look at his watch. That's all he'd say before he'd shut down. The police weren't very talkative either.
That was a lot of information. Let's try line of work. I kind of want to ask who the hell Ben even is, but like, what? In his line of work sounds very hinty. I also realized that there's like merit to actually writing out sentences, because when I'm looking for replays, it's going to be relevant to what I wrote, so like, these are going to be more like footnotes for me when I'm digging through these. Which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Also, I'm sorry if my camera is like not aligned properly. My brother came in and did his usual thing, where he touches everything in my room, adjusted to his preferences, not mine. Sure we all know someone like that. Anyways, fuck him.
Sorry, didn't you know? Ben's one of the night shift cleaners. I'm sure he's got some tales he could tell.
Night shift cleaners. Tales of Symphonia?
It's good that you're asking lots of questions. I'm just not sure you're asking the...
Yeah, okay. Ben. Who is Ben 10? Oh, same deal. Night shift? Nah. Oh, I'm dumb. I wasn't even looking over here. That was a loose end. So apparently we have a cleaner who works night shift, and he found the body of Dr. Mann. While we're at it, I noticed a lot of these people aren't wearing shoes. Hope that's okay. And I'm pretty sure this game's all good on Twitch, but like, streamers themselves aren't allowed to show feet for whatever reason. It's really weird considering that anybody can be attracted to anything. Like, you know, someone's probably jerking off to my face if I had an audience. Anyways, she said things, found the body?
Yes. Ben found Dr. Dekker's body on Valentine's night in his office. In your office.
Well, Valentine's is the obvious clue here. Shame to say it's probably a woman, and probably a especially flirty one. Assuming it's even a patient, they could just lead me to someone I don't even know, right? That's always possible. In my office, unfucking believable. Believable?
I don't know what Dr. Dekker was doing here, and my services weren't required that evening. He'd often stay late though, so it wasn't that unusual.
It makes me laugh so much when I see those in the side here. Alright, so he was in the office off the clock, which I guess wouldn't be super uncommon, especially in like more lived-in areas. A home is usually an office as well. Or a store run, whatever. Anyways, Valentine's night. Not to be confused with Valentine's Day. Valentine's night's when all the suicides happen. The day is when, you know, people get tortured with images of people who are happier than them. I wish that wasn't true.
Yes, you know, the 14th of February, the day of love. Or remembering a massacre. Whichever's more you.
Okay, this is one of those weird words, even though there's no star here. Massacre?
Sorry, I don't have a clue.
Gotcha. She might be talking about something related to, like, the actual origin of Valentine's Day. I'm unfamiliar with it. I thought it was named after a saint. Like St. Patrick's Day, another holiday that I don't actually know what's the point of. Maybe we just want to celebrate a cool dude. St. Valentine fucked. And he was a saint. So that's the end of this paper trail.
I'm
See what
not
else we
sure
got.
Ben will be coming in for a while. He's still pretty shook up about finding the body. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often in the line of work he's in. Anyway, he said he found the body at exactly 20 minutes past 10. For some reason, the first thing he did was look at his watch. That's all he'd say before he'd shut down. The police weren't very talkative either.
His watch? I wanted to ask about 20 minutes past 10, but his watch is a shorter thing to write out. Alright, oh, the police, obvious. Police. Let's see, what did the police say?
The police wanted to know what I was doing Valentine's night, you know, when the body was found. I was at home, all on my lonesome. So I guess that makes me a suspect.
Ah, yeah, sure does. You are a suspect.
I think the police want you to make a short list of suspects, or maybe even find the killer. You're seeing all the patients that were on the books when he was killed. There was no forced entry, so they think it might be someone he knew, or someone who had access to the office. Yeah, like little old me. Do you think I'm a suspect, Doctor?
Solid maybe. You seem trustworthy, but you also seem a bit mean.
That's a good question. I just wish I knew.
Damn. Alright, the answer's probably here. No, you're not a suspect. Probably gonna be super pissed at me, but, like, my answer is maybe, so, you know, in girl rules, that means yes or no. It's whatever they don't want to hear, right? Not even girl rules, I guess that's just how it is. Maybe memes don't expect much, but it could happen. However, they always go to the worst possible outcome. That said, if I ever give someone a maybe, I probably don't care very much about them. Anyways, yes.
Oh, well, I wasn't expecting that. I suppose everyone's a suspect at the moment, even you. They
Even
did
me.
mention I needed grief counselling, though, and I said you'd sort me out. I know you didn't agree, but I thought I'd let you know. That's very kind of you.
Alright, brief counseling? Me?
I don't know, Doctor.
Ah, damn it. I probably spelled counseling wrong. There's a good question. Rather than saying that, tell me about Dekker. That's how I always rate it, don't I?
I wouldn't say we were best friends, but we did spend a lot of time together. There's only 2 of us that work here. I'm sure we'll become friends too, Doctor. Just try not to get murdered.
Friends that fudge.
I wasn't really in his social circle, so I don't know if he had any friends. In terms of enemies, I heard things get heated in his office sometimes, but I won't name any names.
Names.
Susan, Annabelle, Melissa. There are some names, but they're not names of anyone I know.
I won't say any names, give me names. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned it during Fable or not, but you probably noticed. I have like a habit of getting half into character. Like, I still don't take anything seriously, because that's the kind of person that I am, but I do unwillingly do accents for whatever I'm playing. Like, I take on the fucking Lazy Nord / Farengar Secret Fire when I'm playing Skyrim. I do British here. You know, the works. Hope nobody's offended by terrible accents. That said, my normal speaking voice is actually an accent as well. What's the word? Not gonna offend anyone, but totally will. I have like a southwestern US accent normally, so I think it makes me sound a little less intelligent, which is why I go to more of a monotone type thing. Which makes you sound boring, but not stupid. Shows you what I value, I guess. Alright, names, friend. Trying to think of keywords. I went on a bit of a tangent there, didn't I? How would anyone want to kill him? That's a good question. You know who killed him, how he was killed. That is a good question. I don't think I asked anyone how he was killed. Just, was it suicide? Because that's what everyone seemed to be implying. Everyone says Dekker killed himself. Fuck. Probably get the bird Dekker. Do you know more about his death?
Sorry, Doctor, I can't help you there.
Do you know how he died?
I don't know exactly, but a stabbing of some kind. We'll be getting the autopsy through at some point. I'll let you know when.
Autopsy?
I didn't see it myself, so I don't know. But I heard it was a bit of a mess with all the blood and everything. You know, they have people who clean up after such things, though, so you really can't tell, can you? But don't worry. That's a new chair.
New chair?
All I know is the police took his chair. Forensics, I suppose.
So there was blood. He was injured in some way, I guess. It's pretty important. There are a lot of non-bloody ways to kill people. Such as just beating them. And that doesn't necessarily entail blood. It probably does, but not necessarily. You know, like the old parenting trick. Use a sack of oranges because it'll hurt, but it won't leave bruises. That's pretty terrible. Blood was there. She already said she didn't see it, but there a lot of blood? Yeah. Gotcha. Who do you think killed him?
He was stabbed, so that's quite a personal thing to do. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of the patients who had a problem with the treatment they were getting.
Stabbed? Okay, this is all pointing at, what's her face? Was it Carol? Caroline? She stabbed her husband, and she keeps insisting that, she's spending her rich girl money here, and she wants to be treated. So maybe she felt like Dr. Dekker wasn't doing a good enough job, got angry, and stabbed him. Because that's what angry people do. There's our current sus. I wonder if I can arrest someone early in the next chapter. I feel like there was another game where that was an option. Anyways, stabbed?
I can't answer that.
Yeah, of course not. I did get a hint in here, didn't I? My notes. Dr. Dekker was killed on Valentine's Day. I asked the patients where they were that day. That's good. Miranda, my highly suspicious wife. Jaya. Yeah, here's a question. I'm supposed to help her with counseling, right? So, like, are you okay?
Sorry, I don't have a clue.
How are you feeling? Alright. I guess that's just the greeting, the introduction. You think a patient killed them because of their treatment. Right, who was unhappy with... Unhappy? It's probably one. Unhappy with their treatment.
I'm just surmising. If you're unhappy enough to kill your therapist, they're probably not doing a very good job.
I mean, I don't know. I think you were probably already unhappy if you came to the therapist. So, like, who's to say you didn't already kill him before you went into therapy? You know, that's a crazy person thing to do. Just sit here on the couch next to a corpse, watch the maggots eat his eyes while you wait for him to ask him a question. Yeah. That'd be a lovely scene. Continue. I asked everything, apparently. Yay me.
I'm having a loop day.
Nathan. And I'm supposed to ask about Valentine's Day. But tell me about Groundhog's Day.
I'm not sure that's the answer I'm looking for.
Alright, a loop day, huh?
It's a do-over day? You won't remember. What's the name of your assistant again?
Jaya. My kind of sexy, kind of bitchy assistant. Of course. Of course.
You didn't know that yesterday. Can you remember where I met Hannah?
Fuck. He said they, like, grew up together, right? Was it elementary school? He used the term sweetheart, which is often high school because that's when kids are done being fucking stupid kids. And, you know, holding hands isn't how you get each other pregnant. And, you know, I'm gonna say you proposed to her in Warcraft. That was the first thing to come to mind. Because this guy's a fucking neat. Look at him. It looks like me if I wore jeans. You met in elementary?
Well done, Doctor. Yeah, we met at secondary. Wouldn't it be funny
Secondary.
if my day loops if you
Shit.
fail to get a question right?
Does it loop when I fail a question? Right, is that like a yes or no thing? Yes, it would be funny. Met Hannah playing Warcraft? No. Or, wait. That just, like, blew my mind a little. Was he being facetious when he said that? Like, did he give me a smart-ass comment because I got the question wrong? Even though he started with well done. I feel like I almost shouldn't even say that. Maybe that's a trap. I'm gonna get pissed. Anyways, now I think about it, no, it wouldn't be funny. It'd probably be fucking torture. No. It wouldn't be funny. It would be fucking torture. Let's put this in British spelling, yeah. Torch your mate.
I agree.
Wait, did he just fucking leave? Nathan? No, that actually hurt my fucking feelings. However, I think I was right when I think that he was being rude, right? I feel like he met her he proposed during Warcraft and he met in school. So, like, what'd I do wrong?
You didn't know that yesterday. Can you remember where I met Hannah?
It still has stars next to it, which means I probably missed out on information. However, he's gone. Maybe he just got up and left because he knew he'd be back in my office. If I hit continue and he shows up again with the same shit, I'm gonna like tear out my brain and present it to you guys on camera.
I'm having a loot day.
Oh no. Nathan.
It's interesting. Almost like... No, it can't be possible. Just, you responded to something I said yesterday. Like, you can remember it. Are you having my loot days, Doctor?
Yes. I am going fucking loopy, mate. M7.
I'm not sure that's the answer I'm looking for.
What do you mean by loop? That wasn't a yes or no question, okay. Define loop day.
It's a do-over day. You won't remember. What's the name of your assistant again?
I know I spelled define wrong. That's what I was trying to say. It's weird that he phrased it a bit different. Probably because he's been through this already. Third time, I assume. I told you it's Jaya.
I suppose you did remember that yesterday. Can you remember where I met Hannah?
Secondary school.
Yeah, at secondary school. It's been fun, but I've got a pill.
Please don't take that pill.
Dr. Dekker gave me this pill. He told me if I took it, I'd never have another loot day. It's got a small skull and crossbones on it. Should I take the tablet, Doctor?
No. No. It's just some pirate candy. No, it's just some pirate candy. I love candy. Please give it to me.
I'm not sure that's the answer I'm looking for.
Damn it. Right. So, according to the developer, there's actually several meters to determine your ending, not just the insanity. Kind of like at the end of an RPG, based on what you did with your companions, it'll like give you a little blurt about what they're doing after the events, you know? You know what I'm talking about. So, like, every patient has their own sanity meter, and that'll determine their outcome in addition to mine. So, generally speaking, what's good for me is usually bad for the patient because I'm not helping them. I'm ignoring their problem. In that sense, telling him to take this tablet and probably kill himself, might make me a murderer, and it could very well end the game right there. However, we also wouldn't have to deal with these loop days, which might save our sanity. So, anyways, I told him no. You saw me write out that long thing. No, don't take the tablet, please.
You're cool. I don't think this is getting us anywhere, though. I'll see you tomorrow. Again.
Nathan? If this happens again, I'm gonna tell you maybe take that tablet.
I'm having a loop day.
You have a tablet.
I never mentioned a pill this time, or a tablet. What the hell is going on here? Are you reliving my days?
Yup.
I'm not sure that's the answer.
Yes.
I'm not sure that's the answer.
Bruh. Why do you think I'm reliving your days? I am living your days.
Something somewhere has changed since you arrived. Like some kind of sim theory.
Say sim theory? Oh, simulation. Of course. One every gamer knows. This guy's a gamer.
It's a thing. Some professor believes we could be living inside a computer simulation, and someone is controlling us. And there are millions of these sims. And someone, somewhere behind a keyboard is just causing havoc. I'm starting to think you have that keyboard, Doctor. Wait, don't answer that. I don't want to know.
Nathan! Right, so, quick blurb about that. I mentioned before my eyes aren't perfect. They're kind of going down the shitter. I'm just barely able to drive legally. Not that I have an issue with wearing glasses, I just don't have health insurance at the moment. Haven't for a while. If you actually look at my eyes, I don't know if you can say. I might have to look at the camera there. It's really awkward trying to stare into the camera when there's no one here, but you see the one eye, it's got like red veins popping out. That one's working a lot harder to keep up with the other one. So like they're not even the same level of fucked up. Anyways, the whole point of that is, yes, my eyes sometimes bug out, and sometimes it does look very much like a glitch. And also, if you want to take a look at your hands, or mine, the camera probably isn't high enough definition for y'all to see, but your skin cells, or whatever, the tissue, I don't know if you can even make out a proper cell at this level, but your skin is like composed almost entirely of triangles, very much like a 3D mesh for a character. And last I checked, pointy cells is like a bad thing, like sickle cell, anemia. But yeah, basically all over your skin you can see triangles, which is like an oddly specific shape for skin. You'd think someone who's made of water would be more gelatinous. Anyways, let's move on.
At midnight each day.
On Valentine's night,
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes past 10.
Keep up, Doctor.
Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home,
David is my husband.
all on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death when I'm dancing.
You get this day over and over,
Hilda,
I black
I
out,
don't think she's got long.
and Laurie just,
naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?
Ooh, deja vu. Are you sitting in exactly the same place I left you last night? Oh, that's where it all starts, Doctor. Anyway, do you think you can fit me in today? Looking at the diary, it's just the usual suspects, and you must be getting sick of them already. I've got this for you, too. It's some more footage from Professor Alderby that was hiding away. Well, come find me if you need anything.
Alright. So is there an option here for, here we go, clues. Well, I'd like to watch this. It'd help me ask questions, I'm sure.
Nothing, of course. The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. But that's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Dekker? Him, God, the great old one, the elder god, Cthulhu, however you address him. Listen to me! You're not listening! It's your only bloody job! Well, let's call him God. He creates this world for his amusement, something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood. God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. Man and woman evolve. What was once chaotic becomes, well, more ordered. Without chaos, he has less power. When there's too much order, he becomes impotent. So he needs to instill chaos again. And do you know how he does this? No. And yes, but you're being too granular. He needs chaos so he can return, and the only thing stopping him is you. Not just you. You and people like you. Psychiatrists, doctors, nurses. Anyone who is caring for people who are losing their sanity. You have no comprehension how important your job is, do you? He doesn't need your version of insanity to spread. He needs chaos. It's not the same. It's just a means to an end. They're not all cultists, unfortunately. Once you see the truth, it's hard not to spread chaos yourself, to cause further insanity and harm your own. I doubt it. But can I make you question your reality? Definitely. But in doing so, I would be promoting more chaos. On the basis the central component of our universe is chaos, science can only document a perception of the chaos at any one given moment in time, as by definition, chaos is unpredictable from one moment to the next, which means that at any given moment, we can choose to alter our perception of the world, no matter how much chaos that would cause. In 10 seconds' time, there will be no gravity in this room, and we will float. 3, 2, 1. You think nothing happened. But where's your glass, Doctor?
Nani? Alright, that was creepy. Was glass what broke? To kind of play into the idea of sim theory, we're gonna bring up The Sims, you know, like the game, where you manage a household of people, and basically everyone in the household acts on their own. You know, they're Sims, they're simulated people. They do things based on the character traits they have. which they probably inherited when you woohooed in your best friend's neighbor's beds. But there's a sort of joke in like the trailers and stuff that the magic green diamond appears above the person you're controlling, and in the trailers people see it and they're like, yo, what the fuck? And then the guy starts acting out of character, because that's what you have as God in The Sims, right? That's your ability. You are the green gem man. So theoretically, this God character we call a god could very well be Cthulhu, aka the elder god associated with this planet. And there is no actual depiction of God, is there? We just always draw him as some old dude for whatever reason. Could very well be Cthulhu. Anyways, so if he was perhaps putting this sim diamond on people's heads and make him act out of character, aka what we'd call insanity, I mean, that goes in line with what the man was saying, isn't it? And I guess it's the psychiatrist's job to, like, purge this gem from people's heads and release them from Cthulhu's grasp. Anyways, that went nowhere, but interesting concept, isn't it? I never thought about anyone's role within the sim theory. I just dismiss it as, yeah, that's crazy, but what the fuck can I do about it? Anyways, Nathan, we have been talking to this man, so let's keep doing that, shall we? Let's see, is this a loop day, Nathan?
Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but let's not talk about it. Yesterday, I set fire to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I just wanted the day to move forward. I instantly regretted it. And lo and behold, here we are, a new day. Hannah's clothes are a pile of ashes.
No. I hear it's explain it, but I'm gonna go deeper in.
Pass.
Pass. He explained it. Tragedy is what does it, so... Yeah. It worked?
Sorry. No.
Damn it. Why'd you burn Hannah's clothes? Isn't that, like, almost exactly what I wrote?
I've kept almost all of her stuff, as she left it. It's just the clothes. I decided to burn those yesterday, so here I am. Hannah loved clothes. Every season, she'd donate her entire wardrobe to some charity or another, and only buy stuff she loved. I was left with winter. I don't even know what her favourite season was. Does it matter? What's your favourite season, Doctor?
Good question. Let's see, spring is alright, minus the part where there's pollen everywhere, and that, in Pennsylvania, it doesn't really last very long. It's usually winter until, like, a month before June, and then it becomes summer. Just like that, fucking snap of the fingers. Then summer is, again, it's alright, no pollen, but it's too hot to really do anything. It makes you wish it was still spring. And it's also very short, especially when you're in school still. And then winter is shitty. Snow's pretty. I like that the moonlight reflects off of it. It makes everything super visible at night. It's a really nice sight. However, snow is also shitty. So, yeah, it makes things very dangerous, makes your car filthy. All the salt on the road also degrades your car very quick. Huge deal. Huge deal. So I'm gonna go with autumn, despite the fact that I hate doing leaves. I only have to get out there like 3 times maybe, so it's really not the biggest dealio. It would suck a lot more if I didn't have a dad around with a leaf blower, but he just needs me to haul away all the piles. It's really fucking shitty work. Anyways, I'm gonna say autumn. Oops. Autumn? I think that's how you spell it. Autumn. Autumn. Don't
I don't know.
Autumna. Yeah, I never would have guessed there was an M there. Like autumn.
I thought you'd be an autumn person. That means you're supposed to be grounded and productive. And you like your space.
That's very true. I know that all the things like that are seemingly bullshit, but more often than not, I find almost all of it is entirely correct. It's only like the horoscope things that are really out of place. Like, those are actual just like clickbait. Say, oh, if you're a Leo, you're gonna run into someone new this month. Oh yeah, well I run into someone new every day. I work in a fucking public restaurant, okay? In reality, I don't talk to anybody now. I just run into them. So, yeah. However, yeah. Seems like bullshit. It's kind of true. So that's neat and freaky and, unbelievable, Nathan. Yeah, autumn's basically spring. You just trade out the pollen for leaves. I'll take, especially considering I have asthma. So anything related to allergies is very bad for me. Not to mention it makes my fucking hair fall out. Anyways, Valentine's Day. I have to ask that to everyone. Just click it. Fuck
I was
it.
at Henley Church on Valentine's Day,
Henley Church.
visiting Hannah's grave. It was the anniversary of her death. Her parents wanted a huge funeral with all the trimmings. Hannah would never have come for it. It does give me somewhere to visit. I got to write the epitaph.
Hold on. This is where Bryce works, isn't it?
Should I know something about that?
You should. It was Henley Church.
I left Henley Church about 11 o'clock on Valentine's Day. I was talking to an archaeologist who said it uncovered some fossils resembling a strange cephalopod-like creature. Strange place to find an octopus, really. What? Do you think I've got something to do with Dr. Dekker's murder? Maybe you should ask your assistant who Dekker saw that day.
Octopus.
It's a sea creature, like an octopus. I suppose they find dinosaur bones everywhere. Just because we're on land now doesn't mean millions of years ago this place wasn't at the bottom of an ocean. That's not really something I know about.
How do you know my assistant was with Dr. Dekker that day?
Dr. Dekker felt that Hannah was holding me back. The memories of Hannah. In his opinion, I was holding on to the past. So I guess he cursed me, if that's even a thing.
I don't know how that's relevant, but okay. Oh boy, he cursed you, yes. What was the epitaph? I don't know what epitaph means. I've heard the word once, though. Right. You think he cursed you? Nerd.
Yes, Dr. Dekker cursed me. I don't really want to talk about it, but let's just say I blame him for the way I am. Can you give me some advice, Doctor?
You blame him?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Can I give him advice? Yeah, good question. What kind of advice? Advice.
I've been trying to think how I can get past today. I've come up with a couple of choices. I could set fire to Hannah's photographs. I've got them in Dropbox anyway. But setting fire to the clothes did the trick. Or setting fire to a rocking chair. She sounds like an old lady, but she loved that rocking chair, which I've not sat in since. Which one do you think's best?
I want to tell him not to do either, but the rocking chair? Yeah. Or then again, the chair is taking up space, but it was very important to her. Whereas the photos are just photos. It sounds kind of rude, but you don't need them. In fact, when you take a picture of something, you're a lot less likely to even remember it because you don't need to. You have a photo of it. Why would you bother remembering it? That's why whenever you pull out an old photo album, it's always a big nostalgia rush because you didn't remember anything in there. So, bring the photos, maybe a good thing. Though the chair, probably a lot less harmful to the normal man. Then again, loses his jerk-off material. That ass sweat's gonna dry up eventually. Yeah, fuck it, burn the photos. Al said he had them in a Dropbox. I assume he means the website, which means they're like backed up online.
Photographs it is then. I'll let you know how it goes.
Don't inhale it. Right, what were you doing, at the time of death?
Can't help you. Sorry.
Bodied.
It was a missed call. It was Valentine's Day, so I wasn't in the mood for conversation.
Missed call?
I've got nothing.
You weren't in the mood for conversation?
I meant I wasn't in the mood to talk to Dr. Dekker.
Why not? Valentine's Day, his girlfriend's dead. Yeah. I guess he was too depressed to even come for therapy. A very bad place. I know the loop days is weird considering what happened just a minute ago, but maybe this guy's the least insane. He just can't get his mind off his fucking dead girlfriend. He's not actually reliving these days. He just can't get over the past.
I've kept almost all of her stuff as she left it.
Why do you keep Hannah's stuff as she left it?
Sorry, I don't know.
Damn it.
I've kept almost all of her stuff as she left it. It's just the clothes. I decided to burn those yesterday, so...
Right.
Pass.
Clothes. Why did you keep her stuff?
Sorry, I don't know.
Damn it, Nathan. Friendly
I
church.
left Henley Church about 11 o'clock on Valentine's Day. I was talking to an archaeologist who said it uncovered some fossils resembling a strange cephalopod-like creature. Strange place to find an octopus, really. What? Do you think I've got something to do with Dr. Dekker's murder?
That's a solid alibi. He was at a funeral or whatever. The church. He left about 11, which means he was there prior. The murder happened at 20 past 10. Right. So I don't know how to spell epitaph or what it is, so we're taking the L on this one.
We walk alone without our angel.
Wait, is that maybe what's written on the headstone? We walk alone. Like Green Day.
I've been alone since Hannah. I can't imagine anyone ever replacing her. Not that I've looked. Do you think I should look for someone else?
That's a really good question. I know yesterday I was implying that he should, because he probably didn't try, which, yes, I was correct. However, I don't know. Solid, I don't know. Coming from a turbo version, do you need the partner? Probably not. Maybe a bit more productive without him. Were they ever that valuable to you if you just replace them so quickly? Probably not. If you really love this person, should they ever be replaced? Or are they replaceable? Is the concept of a soulmate real? Was there only one person, and every other relationship he gets into is doomed to fail? These are all good questions. This is a head massager, by the way. It's not a butt probe, I promise. I don't know why I was playing with it. Yeah, let's say look when you're ready, I guess.
Thanks, Doctor. I appreciate that. I still don't think I'm ready to move forward in that respect.
It's actually, Probably be a bad thing to force him to look before he's ready, because, he's just gonna push all of his current problems onto that next girl who, like, didn't even want any of the bullshit. She's like, yo, I'm just trying to get that dick in my mouth, though. And you're, like, out here putting words in it instead, bruh. Gonna use her as a therapist. I think it actually happens relatively commonly. You get someone on the rebound, and they just, like, fuck with you a bit. And they're like, nah, I want old person back. Fuck you, I'm out. And then, they have no one, because that's exactly what they were getting themselves into. Like, you already broke up. How are you gonna get back with the old person? It's been like a month. You think they're not doing the same thing as you? Anyways, are you religious? That's a weird question, but sure. Called her an angel? An angle? Angel?
I'm not religious, but when I wrote Hannah's epitaph, I knew her parents would want some acknowledgement of the great bearded one. But she was an angel to me. She was an angel to everyone.
Her parents are religious? What? No, there's no star. Bullshit. Tell me about your mother, your favorite season. Yeah, I didn't ask him about it. What happened with the archaeologist? And that's another good question, but why wasn't there before? What was your favorite season? Nate the Great. That's probably his Warcraft name.
I like winter. Being snowed in with Hannah, just the two of us. That's paradise.
Sexy time by the fireplace, I see. Tell me about your parents, son.
I don't know.
Bodied. Right. It's not about his mother specifically. I don't know why this one would even come up. Considering you mentioned Hannah's parents, not his, but alright.
She's dead. Thanks for bringing that up.
I'm sorry.
Should I know something about...
How did your mom die?
She stopped breathing. I don't know. I was 6. Something to do with her lungs.
Probably a smoker. What was that last question? Archaeologist? Is the archaeologist cool though?
That's not really something I know about. She was interested. Maybe I misread. Maybe she was just being kind. I suppose most women wouldn't enjoy me talking about my dead ex for hours.
Yeah. You know it. If she was flirting with him, I guess I missed that part. Yeah. It happens. Gonna gloss over all the personal details.
Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but let's not talk about it. Yesterday, I set fire to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I just
Hold on, hold on. Loop incident. Ah. I feel like I'm spelling incident wrong. Loop.
Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but let's not talk about it. Yesterday, I set fire to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I just wanted the day to move forward. I instantly regretted it. And lo and behold, here we are, a new day. Hannah's clothes are a pile of ashes.
Ashes.
I think fire is very primal in terms of energy. Maybe if I burn something, my days will keep rolling. Although I'm not sure you're supposed to encourage arson in these sessions, Doctor.
Yeah, I don't know what question I was supposed to type in, but ashes was a keyword. I guess fire is important to his deal.
I've kept almost all of her stuff as she left it. It's just the clothes. I decided to burn those yesterday, so here I am. Hannah loved clothes. Every season, she'd donate her entire wardrobe to some charity or another, and only buy stuff she loved. I was left with winter. I don't even know what her favourite season was. Does it matter? What's your favourite season, Doctor?
And he was left with winter. What does that mean? Did he buy her sexy time clothes for the winter? I guess that's how I'm interpreting it. You said she bought clothes that she loves, and he was left with winter. Means Christmas, of course. Christmas gifts. You buy clothes in the winter because of Christmas. There we go. We worked it out, boys. Santa's real. Santa is real. Right, let's try charity.
Hannah was forever giving to charity. Her rings, her time, our money. I actually suggested a charity that Dr. Dekker mentioned called Mind Stretch Outreach.
Sorry? Mind stretch outreach?
Mind Stretch Outreach arranges programs for gifted children. It's for poor, clever kids who can't afford private education. It's not much of a charity, I guess, but it certainly ends up with a lot of clever people who are thankful to the people running it. Which, in this case, is Dr. Dekker.
Dekker ran the charity? Oh yeah, that's the question. Is that how you spell Hannah? Hannah.
Hannah never met Dr. Dekker. She did donate to his charity once, though.
Yes, I've gathered that much. You've told me. Right, so gifted children, eh?
I've got nothing. Mind Stretch Outreach arranges programs for gifted children. It's for poor, clever kids who can't afford private education. It's not much of a charity, I guess, but it certainly ends up with a lot of clever people who are thankful to the people running it. Which, in this case, is Dr. Dekker.
There's something in here that I'm not picking up on.
I don't know what you're talking about. Can't help you. Sorry. Sorry. No. Can't help you.
Yeah.
Mindstretch Outreach arranges programs for gifted children. It's for poor, clever kids who can't afford private education. It's not much of a charity, I guess, but it certainly ends up with a lot of clever people who are thankful to the people running it. Which, in this case, is Dr. Dekker.
So is this like a conspiracy thing? Is he trying to get in with the Illuminati by funding their education? Maybe. They owe him favors, right? Anyways, there was something in there. Yeah. Just slipping my mind again. Poor kids, private education, maybe? That could be good. What do you think of private education?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course not. Of course not. Was Dekker in contact with the gifted children? This is gonna be a no. Yeah. Of course not. Of course not. My notes. Yeah, I don't know what else I would ask about this program, alright? It puts poor kids into private schools because they're smart. Which sounds like a waste of money considering, but I mean, at least they're using it, right? You know, there's a lot of kids in the school who don't even want to be there. And the smart kids probably don't mind so much because they're not told that they're stupid every fucking day. So, yeah. Anyways, nice talking with you, Nathan, but I'm fucking clueless, okay? I'm a cop, not a psychiatrist. I'm not a cop either, I'm a growing boy. Lacey and Jasmine. These two are new, are they not? I think I have the exact sweater. Except, you know, the neck is less deep. Whatever. It looks good on me. I don't care if I'm cross-dressing. I care a little bit, but whatever. Alright, don't give me that fucking face. Who the hell are you?
I'm Lacey Hendricks. So you don't know about me then?
No, I don't know about you.
Where to start? My next door neighbour in Jobson Hill, where I live, she was murdered. 80, and they diversion burgled her. But she was wise to it and started calling the police. They slit her throat with a bread knife. So I started a neighbourhood watch.
So why are you here? You have evidence? Maybe. However, ask about the neighborhood watch. You started a neighborhood watch. Okay, boomer. It's weird how the neighborhood watch is like a concept that's existed for a very long time. It's kind of the whole purpose of police, really. They were started as a sort of neighborhood watch before they became an official government body. So, like, it's weird that you hear people starting them whenever a bad thing happens. Like, your neighborhood should just have a watch group in it. A neighborhood, not a set of houses. Your community. Work together, please. Let me use the fucking community pool. This is not actually private property anymore. God damn it.
It was me and Agnes. Everyone else thought we were overreacting. If they want their throats cut, that's up to them, living in their bubbles. But Agnes... Poor Agnes.
Tell me about Agnes.
Have you been listening to me? Ask me something about my problem.
Bitch. Right, I got a new note. I should ask Lacey about the neighborhood watch. I already did. Thank you, notes. Thank you. That's the Trump move. Humongous. Right, what's wrong with Agnes? Isn't that exactly what I asked, isn't it? Yeah, I'd say tell me about Agnes, in it. Yeah.
She went missing, and still is. And that's what people think. But it's not the truth.
She isn't missing? Not the truth?
It killed them. It looks normal enough. A smartly dressed, door-to-door saleswoman. I know because I heard my other neighbours shout at her. No Jehovah's! They think anyone knocking is a Jehovah. But she said she was selling double glazing.
I don't even know what that last word she said was. Double glazing. I thought that's what she said, but what does that mean? Selling double glazing. Did you say she was a knife salesman? So again, what does that mean? So, rather than that, I'm gonna say, what is double glazing?
I don't know. I didn't answer the door. Best not to nowadays. but I watched her go to Agnes's. Poor Agnes. She let her right into her house.
She let her in?
Sorry, I've not heard anything about that.
You saw what happened?
Don't know.
Tell me about Dr. Dekker.
I didn't have much luck with him, like I said. He didn't believe me. He thought I was having a hallucination caused by the stress of my neighbour being so brutally murdered. Where is Agnes, though? I haven't found her, have they? Have they?
Her throat was slit, right? Like, she has to be dead.
That's not really a question I can answer.
I spelled it wrong.
I didn't have much luck with him, like I said. He didn't believe me. He thought I was having a
Hallucination. Hallucination.
I saw it with my own eyes. What more proof do I need? You're starting to sound like Dr. Dekker. He didn't believe me either.
Right, he was doing his job. Like, come on. Yes, they found Agnes. No, they didn't find Agnes. I don't know. Did they? What happened after Agnes let the woman into her house? Isn't that what I asked when I said if she let her in / did you see what happened? Right. Looking ahead of ourselves. Let's just ask the question that I asked.
I could only see the silhouette. It turned from a person into it looked like, I guess you'd call it a Medusa. Snakes for her face. And Agnes just fell to the floor. A few minutes later, the woman left, smiling like the cat that got the cream. That was the end of Agnes.
You went in there, sold her some weed, and they both got stoned. Nice. I'll send that paper trail. Dr. Dekker, though. That's what we still need. So, what were you doing on Valentine's Day? Did I spell that? I'm sure.
I was at
Awesome.
Henley Church. They had a service that ran right up till midnight. For us less fortunates without a love in their life. Well, now. Do you have someone, Doctor? Do you have a love in your life?
Well, now, were you in relations with Agnes? Maybe she would have been murdered if she didn't live separately. Also, I've never heard of a church running a service for people who are alone. Then again, I don't go to church. Also, she went to Henley Church. Is this a small town? Right, I have a lot of questions here, huh? Henley Church.
No, I can't really answer that.
Damn it. Yes, I've gone over this before. Turbo version? No, I don't. I haven't found love yet.
Garden Club. You should come with me one night. It's a lovely way to meet new people.
Garden Club? Sounds like free labor to me. Not about it. garden club.
That sounds like something I should know about,
Yeah, you should.
but I don't.
Okay, thanks for lying to me, bitch. Have they found her? I don't know. Did they find her? I'm not gonna lie to her. I'm gonna say no.
They haven't found her because that thing ate her. Or made her disappear or something. Her useless husband managed to survive unscathed, though.
You know, I think you may have started the wrong kind of watch. What you should have started was the Men in Black. Because this thing was an alien. What's that show? The good show. X-Files. Play the X-Files music, please. Her husband was home?
Don't know much about him, other than the fact that he looks at me like I'm 6 foot under every time we meet. He doesn't seem too bothered she's gone missing either. He did at first, when the police were crawling around. But now they've gone, that's stopped. If I hadn't seen that thing eat her, I'd...
But did she just trail off at the end there, or did I miss that last word was? Suspect the husband.
I suppose I could tell you, but I don't have all the gossip.
I think that was a no. Eh.
No. He's a weaselly little man who spends far too much time in his garden. It's probably like the National Trust back there. The constant digging and building, pruning and sawing.
He had a garden?
Keep asking, but I don't know.
Pruning.
What a thing to say. Why would you say that? I kept watching the front door after that saleswoman had left and nothing. She didn't leave, and you can't get out the back since the council sold the garage block. Ron's a gardener, not a killer. Unless... Agnes said Ron was laying the foundations for a new greenhouse. You don't think...
Think what, woman? Fucking tell me.
I'm not really sure about that. Sorry, I suppose I could tell.
You whore. Okay.
I need to call the police. I need to call them now. But they won't listen to me. I tried to tell them about the monster, but they didn't believe me.
Well,
They won't believe me about this, I promise you.
You have a lead, though. Fucking follow it.
Please, could you call them, Doctor?
Okay, I will call them.
Have you been listening? Thank you, Doctor. Now give me a pen and I'll write down the details for you. Don't you want to know why Dr. Dekker called me the leech lady? said that I leech thoughts from people, suck 'em right out of their heads. And I can put thoughts in there too.
You're a mind flayer?
I'm not that clever though, am I, Doctor? I mean, it's not as if I was having an affair with Ron and Agnes was in the way and needed to disappear. So I made this story up. I mean, what do you think I do for a living anyway?
Did you just give your whole thing away to me? Like... I want to say she looks like Gollum, but that'd be rude to the actress, so I'm sorry I said that. It's the eyes, the big beady eyes. Review Bra has the same thing going on. You're unemployed? You sell double glazing? So I think this is like a yes or no situation. I had to pick one of these, and this one's telling me, like, suspect. Like, maybe I'll trip her up. You sell double glazing. Golem.
Doctor, you're so good. We're going to get on just fine.
I'm calling the police. Okay, well, I asked her everything, I guess. I asked her everything. I didn't type in hint, so... Yeah, Jasmine. Damn. Not trying to be racist here, but I thought this would be the token black character based entirely on the name. Just saying. Sup.
Who told you to ask that? I honestly don't know.
Hello.
I'm Jasmine. I don't come in that often. What happened to Dr. Dekker?
I'm the one asking the questions here. I come in often. Maybe you would know if you did. Gotti.
When you see a painting, it stands still. When I see one, it's moving. Like a mini film. Like little vines. But when there's a person in the painting...
What happens when there is a person in the painting?
They watch me. Normally disapprovingly.
Yeah. That's, it's called the pressure of expectations. Something that we all deal with. Some more than others. Yeah. You're fine. There's nothing wrong with you. Why do they watch disapprovingly? How do the paintings move? Yeah, why do they disapprove? Let's get to the heart of this problem.
Beats me.
Right, okay, gotcha.
Because they don't think I know how to appreciate art. Because I'm too young.
Ja feel. The difference is, anyone can appreciate art. You're just a matter of how pretentious you are about it. You're not a true fan unless you're a faggot. Kind of that way with everything, isn't it? appreciate art? Yeah, that's probably what I'd ask right away. Simple yes/no question. Do you appreciate it? Gotcha. We're good.
That's not something I know about.
They can't spell appreciate, I'm sure. Appreciate. I think I was close, right?
Yes, of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't be working in an art gallery. I love art. I love paintings. Like I said, they move for me.
You work in an art gallery?
I don't really know what you mean.
Oh my god, I can't spell, mate. Shit. Dekker's murder, what are you doing Valentine's Day? Right. Moving pain. She seems to be pointing me that way, isn't she? The paintings. Ooh.
I don't know.
You bitch.
When I want them to, normally. When I want to really get inside what's going on. But some paintings, I can't stop.
I don't like that this is... I feel like these two spots should be swapped. Even these three. Put the clues over by my notes. That makes no sense. You can't stop some...
I've been working on portraits, at home, outside work. But my paintings aren't so good. Nowhere near Providence standard. I painted a man, Dorian. You know, after Dorian Gray.
Dorian Gray?
No, sorry.
Who is Dorian Gray, mate? Tell me about Dorian.
I wanted to try and capture someone aging, so I divided the face into thirds and painted a boy, his father, and his grandfather in each third. It was hideous. And it started talking to me.
What did it say?
That I'm ugly. That I have no talent. Nothing will become of me. Is that true, Doctor?
It could be. However, could be. I was gonna say she's not ugly, however, that's entirely subjective, isn't it? I don't know, I would never kick anyone down. An artist myself.
I hear it so many times from that wretched painting. It's in my head. But thank you.
Gotcha. Confidence from, like I said before, the weight of expectations. She's sane. Maybe she's doing a little LSD or whatever drug. Acid? Is that the one that people like to microdose for productivity? Think so. Oh, it's not true. Why is that still... What's going on here? I should ask Jasmine how she felt about Dekker. Sure. Dekker was murdered. What do you do? Valentine's Day? Tell me about Dekker. Yes. So, I've written this exact sentence several times, but I don't think it was ever in here. Do you think it maybe incorporated my writing eventually? That'd be super cool.
He was shy, and then less so. When I told him about my problem, he told me to set fire to it.
Set fire to it?
Yeah, he could have been more specific. I tried to set fire to Providence. At that time, I thought the only way to fix my problem was to set fire to the entire art gallery. Several paintings didn't make it. Luckily, my boss didn't press charges. The police did arrest me, though.
They should have. I think you meant to burn the painting, not the whole fucking art gallery, woman. Why didn't your boss press charges? He didn't press charges? Are you kidding me? You are a monster. You can't just destroy art.
My boss, Petra, she's just lovely like that. Providence has gone through some tough times, and I've only been there a year. She invested her life savings, and it's still not making any money. Such a sweet lady. You'd do anything for her.
Hold on, go back to Lacey real quick, because I'm pretty sure she fucking murdered that woman and got the husband to bury her in the foundations of the greenhouse. This is actually a pretty common thing with serial killers. They get a god complex, and they start toying with the fucking cops, leaving the notes and whatnot. Which you would otherwise say, why would you leave any evidence at the crime scene? Well, again, it's the god complex thing. So she came here, just to tell me that she murdered someone. Maybe she regrets it. Maybe she doesn't. Probably doesn't. What a bitch. Anyways, back to Jasmine. Was the fire started for insurance money? What? Nature asks you to set fire to Providence? What?
My boss, Petra, she's just lovely like that. Providence has gone through some tough times, and I've only been there a year. She invested her life savings, and it's still not making any money. Such a sweet lady. You'd do anything for her. Dr. Dekker told me to burn it. It was nothing to do with Petra.
It never made money?
No. Why are you saying that? I don't even know if Petra has insurance.
Insurance? Did the painting of Dorian get destroyed in the fire? Good question. That's exactly what I thought the doctor meant, so... Was the Dorian painting destroyed?
I already ripped up the painting. It screamed as I cut it. And now whenever I close my eyes, I can see it, hear it. I need the tablets, Doctor. I need them.
Tablets?
The temazepam? The sleeping tablets. The ones you gave me last time.
Sleeping tablets, but you said that you see them when your eyes are closed. Moreover, you don't need any fucking temazepam. Take good old Benadryl. Doesn't make you sleep, but it makes you want to sleep. Really bad when you don't have a lot of motivation, guys. Really bad. However, I don't have a lot of other options. I have asthma attacks otherwise. I didn't give you anything last time. That's true.
Dr. Dekker gave them to me. They helped. I know it's in my head. I know paintings can't talk. What's wrong with me, Doctor? Why do I do this?
Is she gone? Expectations.
Nope.
Dekker was murdered. What are you doing? I think you lack a little bit of self-confidence. Basically.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll think about that. And the prescription, please?
No, I think you were trying to get drugs. I'm not giving you pills. I don't think any psychiatrist give medication. You don't even have to go through like a full medical program for this. This is pseudoscience. Not to say there's not any merit to it, but it's not proven. And all of them just want to tell you, you have a chemical imbalance. Please take these pills and come back and give me more money. And, yeah. Chemical imbalance, huh? That's some sci-fi jargon. You want to tell me which chemicals, maybe? So you can give me I don't know, a vitamin? A supplement to give me some of that? Help my body produce more? That's all it is, and I don't just have a legit problem that you don't want to fucking help me with. Yeah, I don't like therapists, guys. This is the definition of irony that I'm even playing this. Right, Valentine's Day. How was Valentine's Day? Any sexy painting?
We had a display in the gallery based on Love Conquers All, so I had to work. Mainly it was a collection of giant hearts sat on things, but I ran into another patient, Bryce. I'd never really spoken with him before, but he's quite an art critic. I couldn't get rid of him until I finished work at 11. There's actually another guy who takes over on the night shift. I'm not sure if he kept talking to Bryce though. Providence is open 24 hours.
Love conquers all. I don't like the term conquered. Reminds me of like S&M type shit. Anyways, other guy?
I really don't know.
Night shift guy.
I don't really have anything.
Right, Bryce.
There's not much to tell. I knew he was a patient here. I'd seen him in the waiting room a couple of times. He likes art and talking and looking down here instead of up here.
Ah, I see. Your self-confidence doesn't come from your art. I mean, it's only... You only care about your art, not the rest of you. Gotcha. I'm the same way. People give me a compliment, I'm pretty rude, and I usually don't even say thank you. Usually on superficial things, you know? Like, you see I got my hair cut about a couple weeks ago. Everybody wants to tell you, nice haircut. However, I'm wearing a hat. You can't see my hair. Not to mention, I'm missing half of it, so it doesn't look nice, does it? Probably not. You just wanted to say, hey, your hair is different. Cool guy. So why didn't you just say that, huh? Even then, I feel no need to respond to such a thing. Anyways. That's a dead end. A lot of these are dead ends. I guess we're doing good. Comes back to this. Which, yeah, I never told her what happened to Dr. Dekker, which is the last thing he was murdered. Dr. Dekker was murdered.
Oh. When? How? Sorry, you probably don't know, do you?
No, I don't, bitch. I'm trying to do my job here. He was stabbed with a paint brush. Dun, dun, dun. JK LOL XD.
Ouch. I didn't really know him that well. I'm trying to remember what I was doing on Valentine's Day now.
Suspicious. You don't say that last part, because now it sounds like you're trying to come up with an alibi. Are we on Timey Boys? 2 hours. Alright. We could probably get through another patient. Maybe 2. Look at my hair. It looks terrible, doesn't it? I've always had a pretty bad widow's peak, but once it receded, it got all the more worse. Now it only looks good when it's parted. Bryce. Bryce. How are you today? That's a good question. You seem preoccupied. I don't understand. You're supposed to be looking at idle animations. Time. Yes, I know you have an extra hour, buddy. Where were you on Valentine's Day? Dekker. Okay, Bryce. God damn. Hello.
There's something I want to tell you about. Something else that's wrong with me. I think I've been getting a bit out of control in my hour. When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen and only I could move, because I live on my own. What would you do, Doctor, if you had an hour where everyone was frozen? Go to a fairground?
Is it just me, or is his nose bent to his side? I wouldn't be surprised if he got punched or something. Could just be the camera angle, though. Bryce asked what I'd do if I had an extra hour. He basically suggests things he might have done to gain his trust. I wonder if he's stolen anything, or spied on someone, or helped anyone. Guys, you're all thinking it, so...
Nope, I've got nothing.
Yeah, okay. Spied on someone is probably the more pleasant way of saying it. Did you not remove anybody's clothing at the very least? Yeah. Steal shit, bro. Fucking riot. Mate. Matey.
Yes, I would steal too. And I have stolen. I ran out of milk, so I thought I'd go to the local all-night shop and get some more. I was absolutely intending to pay, but when I got there, everyone was frozen. I thought about leaving money on the counter, but that seemed weird. The cashier would wake and suddenly this money would have appeared from nowhere. But I've stolen bigger things.
Bigger things?
From stealing milk, I moved on to petrol. From petrol, well, all those
free gas? Fuck yeah.
supermarkets have all kinds of electricals, so I've stolen quite a lot of that. I'm not proud. I think I've been doing it because I can. To prove to myself either way, my extra hour is actually real.
But what if it's not? What if you're on camera? I'd go to a fairground, I'd help people, it's fine. Oh shit, these are all here. Awesome. Need to keep this page open. Can you see something behind me? What? I have no idea where that came from. I'd be a superhero.
I did think, what good could I do, other than catch up with work? I did see a woman who was having her purse snatched, so I gave her purse back, and the crook, I placed him on a bus a few blocks away. I have no idea where it was going. She'd never really be able to thank me, so I took another picture.
That's pretty hilarious. Put him on a fucking bus.
No, sorry.
Right, it's not a thing. Not a thing.
Not something I know about.
There's a star here.
I did think, what good could I do, other than catch up with work? I did see a woman who was having her purse snatched, so I gave her purse back, and the crook, I placed him on a bus a few blocks away. I have no idea where it was going. She'd never really be able to thank me, so I took another picture.
Picture. Did I spell it correctly? Picture. Yeah. You want to be thanked?
I have no idea what you want me to say.
What happened to the crook?
Sorry, Doctor, I dozed off there.
Bus.
I don't really know about that.
Alright, maybe it's pointing me to the other things, right? Spy on people. Sure.
Well, that makes me feel a little better. There's a young mother, divorced, who lives opposite me. Jessica. She's friendly and says hello to me, smiles. I've always wondered what she looks like naked. So 1 hour, I broke into her house. She was standing in her bedroom. I took it as a sign. I took off her clothes and...
This one's important. Also, huge mistake going for the MILF right away. You gotta be prepared for that kind of thing. Because, like, breastfeeding fucks up nipples. It really does. Anyways, you took off her clothes. That's maybe going a bit too far. I mean, if she was already naked, you can't just poke your eyes out or whatever.
I don't have anything to say to that.
Yeah, what did you do after taking him off? It's not exactly what I was going for, but it's what I was going for.
I took photos of Jessica when she was naked. When I'd stripped her. When she was naked and frozen. I didn't want to have to do it again, to strip her again. So I took pictures to remind myself what she looked like. That's wrong, isn't it, Doctor?
It is wrong, but, like, it's smart. You knew that you shouldn't be doing it, so you're not gonna do it again. You just have some bomb-ass nudes that you should totally send to me, bro. Phone number again, dude? Yes, it's wrong to take those photos. No, it's wrong. Yeah, it's wrong. It's wrong. This must be what he meant by I took another picture, by the way. Yes, it is. It is wrong. But you had somewhat okay intentions, I guess.
I know. It's that bloody Dr. Dekker. He made me this way. It's all his fault. That's too much to think about at once. Try and break it down for me. Like I said, I originally presented with depression, and everything was going well for a while. Then Dr. Dekker changed.
Changed how?
He was easily distracted during sessions, like he wasn't listening. I'm pretty sure he wasn't listening half the time. I don't think he wanted to know about his patients anymore. But when he did give you advice... He told me to use my imagination, to make something up, to think something crazy, and it would become real. He told me to think of a way to get more time. So I did. But he pushed me. He made me think it.
That's how espers are created. Once you've convinced yourself that something's a rule of reality, it is. And then, what happens is we end up creating two separate realities. One where we have one lunatic who thinks he can bend spoons with his mind, and another, their personal reality, which is equally as real, where they can. Private place to. You made up your hour?
Thinking I had an extra hour at the end of each day did become real for me, Doctor. Maybe Dekker was a genie, and he could grant wishes. Maybe he wished himself dead. I don't know.
I think you're being very cheeky about that, but I believe you. Then again, maybe you killed him in an attempt to undo the wish because you thought he was a genie. See someone behind me? I'd go do something fun.
I don't know.
Yeah, fuck you. Okay, I'll go fairground. I go to the fairground.
That was just an example, Doctor. I'm sure you can come up with more exciting things to do than that.
What do you mean? Fairgrounds are dope. People like take vacations for them, right? Fuck you, fairgrounds. No, fairgrounds are dope AF.
No.
Oh, you on Valentine's Day? Tell me more about Dekker. Can you see something behind me? I'm saving that one for last because it's very creepy, and I don't know what it pertains to. He seemed preoccupied. Yes, because he did something he regrets, of course.
Sometimes I see a girl standing behind you. I don't know who it is. I don't know what you're asking me either.
See that? So that should have been maybe not there until after I asked that. Then again, maybe it's referring to his idols. How he keeps staring off past me. Like, I know he's just a video, but I don't feel like we're making eye contact. If that makes any sense. He said he didn't want to tell me about Dr. Dekker last time, so yeah, tell me more about him.
I dug the grave for Dr. Dekker. I helped carry his coffin to the burial site. Do you know what? It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it. Why do you think that is?
I'm sorry? No body?
I don't have anything to say to that.
Didn't weigh enough?
No, the coffin wasn't empty. There was something in it. A decoy, I'd imagine.
When you're a decoy, I just think of the little blow-up snake you get in Metal Gear Solid 5.
I'm guessing he was buried somewhere else, or cremated. Somebody somewhere didn't want his body going in the ground. Do you want to be cremated or buried, Doctor?
Cremated.
That's a good choice, Doctor. Less work for me.
Like, I'm not a very sentimental person, and I think burial is just like a waste of space. Really? I don't think that. Well, I suppose burning the body is best because it prevents spreading of disease, but still. I wish. As undignified as it sounds, maybe they can just throw my body into a fucking pit somewhere and let it decompose as it would. Without all the pomp and circumstance. Way enough.
No, the coffin wasn't empty. There was something in it. A decoy, I'd imagine.
You didn't check inside the coffin? Yeah, right. How do you know it wasn't empty? Who wouldn't want him buried?
Not something I know.
Of course not, of course not. What were you doing on Valentine's Day? Dud.
I spent most of Valentine's Day at the art gallery. Well, the evening part, anyway. They had a display with the theme Love Conquers All. I didn't get most of the paintings, but they were well done.
Embrace teeth. Hold on, what's her name? What is her name? Jasmine.
Nope, I've got nothing. Possibly a relative of yours. Possibly a patient that died here. I'm not sure. She doesn't normally say anything. I have no idea what she... Sorry, Doctor.
I was thinking about this one. This is when he put the dude on the bus. Said he took a picture of the woman because she couldn't thank him. Out of control.
When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen and only I could move. Because I live on my own. What would you do, Doctor, if you had an hour where everyone was frozen? Go to a fairground? I live on my own. Occasionally I visit my father. He's in sheltered housing. Dementia.
Dementia. Terrible, terrible thing. Umbrella term, though. Much like cancer. It basically just means brain disease in any fashion, which, you know, your brain's pretty fucking important. Definitely the scariest thing to me. I'm sure the rest of your body is infinitely replaceable eventually. Not your brain, though. Conceptually, you could maybe put your memories onto a hard drive if you had a method of reading the electrical signals what make up your memory, in theory. There's no proof of that, but it probably is. So, yeah. Fuck dementia, guys. I don't think I actually typed it in, did I? Dementia. Dementia.
I don't know.
Damn it. Have you ever destroyed anything? What? Have they found any more relics? Why didn't stop seeing Dr. Dekker? Right. If you blame Dekker, then why didn't you stop seeing him?
Because you have to hope, don't you, Doctor? It's only the power of hindsight that made me realize how toxic it all was. And after a point, you go too far to be able to come back anyway. I don't really know about that. Yes, I suppose I've destroyed a few things whilst in the hour. You can be the perfect supervillain. Nobody knows it was you.
I'd want to be a superhero. You can be a supervillain. I'm sure plenty of people would want to do that. I don't know why. If you have any sort of conscience, you should feel bad about it, right? Maybe steal some money from a bank. If you're gonna be a thief, that's probably like the least bad thing you can do because bank's money is insured. So, unless someone happens to have more than $1 million in the bank, which is like 1% of anyone, right? They're not gonna lose anything. It's all insured. It's all good. The issue is it's much harder to steal from a bank, of course, but if you can, go for it, I guess. Have they found any more relics?
That wretched dig goes on 24/7. 25/7, if you ask me. Your patient, Nathan, caused quite a stir. He interrupted one of the female students all night, apparently. Made her miscategorize some findings, going on about his dead girlfriend. It's amazing what you hear at the coffee machine. Well, I suppose that's a bonus. We're allowed to use their coffee machine while they're there.
Did you maybe get this extra hour by drinking too much coffee? Are you having a fucking caffeine overdose, guy? Alright, mystery solved. Brett says Nathan was with a female student all Valentine's night. Yes. He was.
That's not really something I know about.
Of course not. Whatever. I'm sure it's unrelated. It's just kind of like a solid alibi because someone else backed it up. So, he's not a suspect. Nathan is clean. Any more relics? Let's just ask another question. We have one green dot here. One here.
He was easily distracted during sessions, like he wasn't listening. I'm pretty sure he wasn't listening half the time. I don't think he wanted to know about his patients anymore. But when he did give you advice...
Why would he want to know about his patients?
Therapists are supposed to help you. For whatever reason, Dr. Dekker had given up the desire to cure my mind, and instead wanted to make me more unstable.
I mean, could be cool. You very much have the option to do that in this game, apparently, so could be cool.
No, the coffin wasn't empty. There was something in it. A decoy, I'd imagine.
Hold on, how do I spell coffin again?
No,
the coffin. What kind of coffin was it? Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that. The clothes, the hero. I've asked about the pictures. That's all I can really go with.
I took photos of Jessica when she was naked. When I'd stripped her. When she was naked and frozen. I didn't want to have to do it again, to strip her again. So I took pictures to remind myself what she looked like. That's wrong, isn't it, Doctor? I have no idea. I don't know. Not something I know about.
Of course not. Okay. Out of control.
When I first got the hour, I was shocked, obviously. It took me a while to work out that everyone was frozen and only I could move. Because I live on my own. What would you do, Doctor, if you had an hour where everyone was frozen? Go to a fairground? I don't have anything to... Nope.
Right. We're done with him. We are done with this man. Oh, time, baby. Oh, what's the time, baby? Half hour. Yeah, we can do one more. See, if I happen to not click on the fucking gorgeous woman, I won't look so misogynist. I don't think that's even the right word, but yeah. I think I'd prefer to keep all my drool today, so we'll stick with our prime suspect at the moment. And she's obviously a psychopath murder bitch, but she didn't kill Dr. Dekker. And now she's my prime suspect. Miranda's kind of suspicious too. Helen's probably killing people. And Bryce maybe has a motive, but I feel bad for him. Hello.
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today. I went to the lake house. I always go to the lake house anyway, but it's also where they died.
Died at the lake house? Why does your husband live at the lake house that your parents died in?
I stood for a while, looking across the water. It's peaceful there. It's the place that makes me feel the most. There was a girl there, by the lake, only about 9 or 10. She was fishing, if you can call it that, with one of those nets on a stick.
Fishing.
She lives on the other side of the lake. She must be new. I haven't seen her there before.
Gotcha. Anniversary of parents' death.
They died of carbon monoxide poisoning. I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died too.
Carbon monoxide poisoning. So what? Did they turn the car on the garage? Was it suicide?
Perhaps we should change the subject. You seem to be struggling.
Carbon monoxide poisoning.
I'm not sure.
Did you kill your parents?
Do you think I killed my parents?
Yes. I knew I was on something. She went to her friend's house, and they died of carbon monoxide poisoning. Maybe she caused the poisoning, yeah?
Do you think I killed my parents?
Yes. I think you could have killed your parents.
Why? Because I stabbed my husband?
Yes.
That doesn't mean I killed my parents.
Was your husband actually your dad? Boom. Just fucking kick this whole case right in the penis. If you don't want to give me more information, you were the prime suspect in both these cases now. You were going to jail for a very long time. On top of the stabbing your husband thing.
They died of carbon monoxide poisoning. I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died too. Sorry, I don't know anything about that.
Carbon monoxide was like underlined,
They
but
died of carbon monoxide poisoning.
monoxide.
I was staying at a...
I already went into that. Okay. Thought I got denied. I'm holding in a burp. There we go. Excuse me.
They died of carbon monoxide poisoning. I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died too.
Alright, well, I don't know where that's going.
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today. I went to the lake house. I always go to the lake house anyway, but it's also where they died.
died at the lake house. Oh. That's the exact thing, actually. She just didn't give me a necessarily relevant answer. Oh boy.
They died of carbon.
Right, I already clicked that.
I stood for a while, looking across the water. It's peaceful there. It's the place that makes me feel the most. There was a girl there, by the lake, only about 9 or 10. She was fishing, if you can call it that, with one of those nets on a stick.
How does the lake house make you feel? It makes you feel the most what?
I see what you're trying to do, but I really don't know anything about that.
You bitch. Okay, did you talk to the girl?
I don't know why I talked to her. She looked sad. I don't usually talk to children, but she seemed different, special. I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I, Doctor?
I don't know. I think generally we don't talk to kids because it's sketchy when people talk to them. Right? You're either a pedophile or you're just being a bad example. Either way, you don't want to talk to kids, whether parents are around or not. Just not a good look. Really shitty. Really shitty. Why was the girl sad? I was gonna ask that. No, don't talk with the girl. Yes, you can talk with the girl. I'm gonna ask more about the girl first. However, maybe this girl was sad because she just killed her parents, and maybe it's actually a shadow of her past. Writing my own story again. Alright. Why was she sad?
David had been hunting again, and, well, she's seen some of the skins he hung around the lake house.
David hunts.
I'm happy to discuss all of these things, just one at a time.
David goes hunting a lot. A lot.
Could you narrow it down a bit?
Oh my god. Hunting woman. Fuck.
Animal skins. David hunts, then skins. It's horrible, really. He's not really good at either job, so the skins still have great lumps of bloody carcass hanging off them. I'm sure he'll get better with practice.
Did David talk to the girl?
David wasn't there. Or at least I didn't see him. I didn't go inside. I forgot my key, and the spare was missing. I don't know. I'm sure I had a spare key for the lake house, but I can't find it anywhere. I don't really need one if David is around.
David wasn't around, right? Or maybe David was around and he hid the key because he didn't want you to see what was happening.
I don't know why I talked to her. She looked sad. I don't usually talk to children, but she seemed different, special. I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I, Doctor?
The girl seemed special.
I don't know. I suppose she just reminded me of me. I spent a lot of time alone as a child. She said she was trying to catch some strange creatures that she's seen in the water.
Strange creature?
I don't know. Minnows, probably. Everything's strange when you're a child.
My nose? Alright, well, I suppose you are allowed to talk to the girl. Even if she may be you. As I suspected originally. So yes, you can talk with her.
Good. It felt nice. I felt like I was being nice. I felt human. So I can find her and talk to her again, Doctor?
I'd rather you didn't. Yes, you can talk with her again. No, don't talk with her again. Then again, it made her feel human, so, you know, maybe you'll learn something. Alright, you can talk with her. Go ahead. Not gonna contradict myself. You're probably gonna be a bitch about it anyways.
Then I will. I'll look for her next time I'm there.
I said she lives nearby. You don't really need to look for her. Just fucking go knock on her door, please. Tell me if she's you or not. And I'm dying to know. Hopefully not literally. Anyways, what were you doing on Valentine's Day?
The day Dr. Dekker was killed, I had a session with him in the morning at my usual time, 11 o'clock. That was the last time I saw him.
O'clock. Oh, yeah. What did you talk about with Dekker?
Dr. Dekker made me an offer that I couldn't refuse. I'll be taking it to the grave with me, though. As did he.
An offer that you couldn't refuse. Did he ask you to kill him?
Dr. Dekker made me an offer that I couldn't refuse. I'll be taking it to the grave with me, though. As did he. Dr. Dekker was more animated that day. Excited, even. He talked a lot.
He was talkative.
There's very little I'm not willing to talk about, Doctor. But I'm afraid I don't know anything about that.
He was more animated.
Instead of his usual sarcasm and rebuttals, he seemed genuinely excited. Presumably he had a date.
A hot date with Miranda. Oh no. Could have been her, though. A date with you.
I don't know anything about that.
When did your parents die? Sure, I asked about the anniversary. The when? When did they die, eh?
It was 12 years ago. I was still very young. Too young to be an orphan, anyway. I had to toughen up quickly.
I don't know why I thought that would lead anywhere. Of course she's an orphan. Her parents are dead. You had to toughen up.
Are you bored? Do you want me to talk about something else?
Might as well
It was
toughen.
12 years ago. I was still very young. Too young to be an orphan anyway. I had to toughen up quickly.
No. How old are you?
I don't have an answer for you on that.
Bitch. This is probably why the hunting thing wasn't working, because there's one related about just David.
Met isn't the right word. David has always been there, in the shadows, on the periphery. I move in very exclusive circles. You tend to see the same faces.
Understandable.
I don't move in any circles anymore. Those people were my parents' friends, not mine.
Do you have many friends? Not your friends. Your parents fringe.
I've known David forever. It seems like he's always been in my life, one way or another. He was a family friend. It's different now, of course, to when I first met him. I felt like he was protecting me then, watching over me. Nothing could hurt me when he was there.
I don't like that. So you don't feel like he's protecting you once you're married? Why?
Love? Yes. I suppose I always will.
Is that a lie? What are you doing on Valentine's night? I already asked about Valentine's Day. I guess night's a different time.
Valentine's Day night, I was at the lake house, watching David, like I always do.
Basically,
He has
what I
trouble with
asked.
his mental faculties and is getting worse. Yes. I watch him and make sure nothing bad happens.
Sure, sure.
It was 12 years ago. I was still very young. Too young to be an orphan anyway. I had to toughen up quickly. Are you bored?
Okay. Okay. Glad to know she still doesn't want to talk to me. Just still a pretty big suspect, but it also doesn't sound like she went on the date with Dekker. Probably killed him. Right, I think this is an alright place to stop. However, we've got about 10 minutes before 3 hours, so maybe we could fill in one of our famous game talkaroonies. I'm trying to remember which game it was I wanted to talk about. Ah, yes, that's Gambit. Adult Swim game, apparently. See, it looks like a 2D Dark Souls clone at first glance, so write it off, maybe not write it off, I don't know. Some people are just tired of Dark Souls clones. It's a lot more simplistic, definitely. Combat system is push the button with the weapon assigned to it, and you do the one attack that it does, and you can do an aerial attack. And then, so you gain energy when you hit guys, which you can use for weapon-specific abilities. You have 3 of them equipped at a time. You can have 2 types of weapons equipped, so it means you can mix up this ability set between 2 things. Every character class has a unique method of gaining these mana points a second way, which you use for the abilities, of course. What doesn't tell you is that you don't actually start with that ability. You have to spend your first perk point on it, which really confused me because I picked one that like made me get health back after getting damaged, like in Bloodborne. So I was like getting myself killed because it just wasn't working. I was pretty pissed. Not the case. Anyways, on the actual game. Pretty short, not a lot of areas. Structure-wise, very much like Castlevania. You go through a linear level, fight a boss at the end. You then have the option of moving on or returning at a later date, maybe, to fight a heroic version of the boss. And these heroic versions were really soured the game for me. Some of them were alright. Some of them made the boss an actual fight. Some of them were underbaked, I feel. Some of them were just genuine improvements. A lot of them were just bullshit. In the most extreme sense of the word. I grinded my ass off and still got my ass beat by these tanky motherfuckers with attacks that are near impossible to dodge. Despite the fact that you have iframes. So I killed basically all but 2 or 3 of them in their hard forms, which I regret fighting at least 3 of the ones that I did kill. Really shitty. Don't do those. All you get is achievement and some high level loot, which you can level up yourself, so definitely not worth it. There's not a lot of items in the game. Really shitty. See, every weapon has maybe 2 variants. Some only have the one, which is like super lame. Super lame. There's a pseudo sanity system maybe associated with how many times you've died. To like show you flashbacks or make you have talks with death. I felt like the whole feature was underbaked. In a lot of senses, the story was underbaked, I guess, because I'm still not entirely sure exactly what everything was. It happened, though. By the time I got to the final boss, I was, like, way over leveled because I tried to fight all the hard mode things, so it was a fucking joke. There's a part where you go into, like, a technologically advanced area and you get some guns, and they cost energy instead of your stamina, so, like, and they don't scale with anything, just, like, do rapid fire damage, so they're kind of OP. probably the best way to speedrun the game, which there is an achievement for. Another one where you get rid of your ability to reincarnate, so, like, couple those together, and I guess you have a solid strategy for it. Which does get a unique ending. I didn't feel like going through the hassle of it, because my experience was pretty soured by then. I was done with it. So, I don't know, the game was pretty, but I thought the gameplay was shallow, and the story was a bit underbaked, so pick it up on sale, maybe. I don't know. I didn't care for it much. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. I hope I got through all my thoughts there, because we were at the end of our thing. So, yeah. Take care, everyone.